Clear.
We're here in the STOL CH 750, and I'm Sebastien, and I'm here with Roger.
Hi guys.
And we're going up for a little flight, and so we're doing the run up right now. We've got the Jabiru 3300. So this is which version of the Jabiru engine is this?
Gen 3.
The Gen 3. So it's not the latest and greatest, but it's still one of the newer version of it.
Correct. Gen 4 is the latest.
Right, and they're basically, you know, it's an air-cooled 6-cylinder engine, runs very smooth. We've been operating them in our airplanes for quite a while. Some of our newer demonstrator airplanes, we've been putting the UL power engine in it just because they're newer, and so we like to try out these different engines.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of positives, you know. With the Zenith, the 6-cylinder Jabiru, you know, they all got their pros and cons, and yeah, we kind of like it.
Yeah, we've been running Jabirus for over 20 years now, haven't we? In various Zenith demonstrator airplanes. I know in our 601 XL we had one in there for many years. Really good success with it.
Yeah.
You know, I remember with you we did a flight. It was over 100 degrees. We climbed up to I can't remember how many thousand feet, 10,000 maybe.
That's right.
Was it? And just to show that, you know, cooling was with proper cowling and ducting, cooling was really not an issue with that engine. And we've been in very cold weather as well. It just works quite well. Nice and smooth being 6-cylinder.
Mexico traffic, Springboard 750 November Charlie is going to be departing runway 24. Will be a local flight to the south Mexico. Hey, we're getting ready to...
Traffic, Springboard 31 Juliet Mike, distraction away from the pump to runway 24 to take off.
And I went ahead and put down a little bit of flaps. And we've got the center stick, not the dual stick. And we'll line up here on the runway center line. Stick, about 3/4 of the way back. Add brakes. Power. Nose comes up. Right rudder. Right rudder's almost all the way there.
There we go. So you start with the stick mainly back and then releasing as you're going forward. Yeah, that seems to be a great way to maximize.
I don't know if it's
makes it really easy, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just basically doing a soft field takeoff, combination with a short field.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful day out here today. Surely doesn't feel like what are we end of November already?
We are 22nd, 20th, something like that. Yeah.
And I'm here just in my light sweater here. It feels really good. Of course, cabin heat is always a nice feature in these airplanes as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So the purpose of our flight today, we're right before Thanksgiving 2022. And so, you know, it's a good opportunity for us to be thankful, to look back on the past year. And again, be thankful for all that we have, thankful for what we do. And thankful, of course, for all our customers, suppliers, and everybody else that helps us make our jobs possible. Looking back, not just this past year, but this is our 30th anniversary. And so for us, that's still a pretty big deal. 30 years in the kit aircraft industry. You know, we've seen a lot of companies come and go in those years. We've seen some stay as well along with us also, and it's just nice to see how this industry has matured over the years, and how the quality of the kits has really improved over the same time span. And for me personally, and you know, as head of Zenith Aircraft, it's great to see that my staff that I started out 30 years ago, you know, namely you right here, you're still with me today.
Well, good.
And it's awesome for me to see that. You know, we even here when we were flying, about to go flying, I said, you know, should I be left seat or should you be left seat?
Right.
And, you know, I've got all the confidence putting my hands in Roger's hands, and I know, you know what, over 10,000 demo flights later, that a lot of customers do that every day. Even today, you know, how many demo flights did you already do this morning? Three, right.
Yeah.
Super Duty and this airplane, and then of course now going in this one. So it's just part of our everyday routine, and of course we love to fly.
Well, I would say, you know, thank you for the comment. You know, you said enjoy working at Zenith, but I'd say it's the customers more than anything.
Oh,
you know?
for you.
Yeah, I enjoy working at Zenith, but it's the customers that
you're right.
You know?
You put up with me, but that's a customer. No, and I get it.
And same with you. You know,
Absolutely.
It's you know, it's a great audience that we work for. I know that you say, and you know, they're so excited to see us and come to us, just like today. You know, Doug Wagner and his new wife, and and it was like his first time he's been here, and he's been here many times.
Right. Yeah, he was all excited. Of course, he's being a newlywed and everything else. Kind of an honor for him to pick Mexico, Missouri as part of his honeymoon, isn't it?
That's right.
And his wife was pretty enthusiastic too, so it's great to see that. But you're absolutely right about our customers. Like, I mean, we are blessed to be in an industry where our customers, they're just a joy and a pleasure to work with, and especially you, Roger, because you also do all the, you know, most of the tech support as well. So you see the backside. You know, it's one thing, you know, to take somebody flying for the first time and get them excited about flying, but to keep them excited through the longevity of the project, to see their kit come, you know, from the beginning stage to completion to test flight and everything else, and to be able to keep the customers happy throughout that entire process. I think not only does it reflect on your skills, but as well as the product and then the quality of our customers also.
Right.
So it's again, it's a real pleasure for us to be able to celebrate that. And you know, another thing I'm thankful personally, again, as head of the company, is that you know, we are still the #1 brand for light sport aircraft.
There's a bald eagle right there.
Yeah. How cool is that? I don't know if you want to chase some.
Yeah, you can. They're too hard.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, he's back there. I see him. How cool is that?
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah. We may even get him on the camera because we have the wingtip camera on this side, so I may be able to see just a little bit in there. But as I was saying, you know, we are the #1 brand for light sport aircraft, and when I say we are, it's, you know, it's our customers that make us the #1 brand for light sport aircraft, as having the #1 in deliveries. And I know Dan Johnson tabulates that and publishes the results on that. And it seems that you know, sometimes I worry about, you know, are we maintaining our lead and so forth, and it definitely seems to be even growing that lead. So I'm really, again, proud of our customers, what they're doing, and to me it's neat because we're the #1 manufacturer, but we actually don't build airplanes. We make the kits, and it's the customers in their homes, around in basements and garages and in hangars around the country that are making us the #1 brand. So I think that's such a neat thing to see, you know, a do-it-yourself project, you know, beating out big factories, beating out the imports and everything else. So I love to see that. And you know, and I mentioned you having been here 30 years, and I'm thankful for that. Of course, Travis Kobush in the factory has been nearly as long as you, also 30 years. And of course, Joyce in the office, she's been with us, but not quite as long as well, but I think was it 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
Pretty much. So again, very thankful for that. And then of course, I'm thankful for my brothers up in Canada, thankful for my dad, Chris, who designed these great airplanes. Actually, this is normally his birthday week, and it would have been his birthday week. So it's always, I always take the moment, you know, to be thankful for that. And I know, again, he would be real pleased to see what we're doing with his designs, and how customers are really able to benefit from these light aircraft designs. Such a beautiful day. Now, of course, the fields have all been plowed around here. Every field is a good runway for this type of airplane, isn't it?
Yes.
So early next week, I'm going to be heading down with the cargo van, heading down to Florida, where we're hosting a workshop at the Wheels and Wings facility in Lake City, Florida. And I think that workshop class is already all full. Well, it nearly needs to be because we're loading the van with all the rudder kits and everything else.
Correct.
But you'll be holding a workshop on your own next. Well, not next. Is it next week or the following week?
It's the same time as you're doing.
That's right. Yeah, that's next week also, right?
Correct.
And after Thanksgiving holiday. So and we do have a few spots left for that, right?
We do. Yes.
You know, it's not quite as much fun coming to Mexico, Missouri in December as it is going down to Florida, but.
Tell them what part of Florida you're going to, though, right?
Oh, Lake City is a good part of Florida. It's not southern Florida. It is kind of northern Florida, but it's still a good part of Florida. And we'll be at, like I was mentioning earlier, at the Wheels and Wings facility, Builder Assist facility. So they'll have a number of fuselages along various stages of construction. And also we'll be hosting a kind of a regional fly-in on the Saturday. Folks especially from Florida and the Southeast, come out with your Zeniths and meet with fellow builders, and Amy and Herman are always great hosts putting on the event for us. So we look forward to, or at least I look forward to spending a few days out there with them.
Yeah, and it's a nice little community residential air park, so it's a lot of airplanes in the area.
Yeah, the Cannon Creek Air Park, and it's a good location. You know, despite it not being on the beach, it's still a good Florida location. Right at the intersection of I-10 and I-75, so it's pretty easy to get to. So, all of you folks out there, if you're looking for something to do next weekend, come out on the Saturday and meet with us out there.
Yeah, just flies hands off. A little bumpy today.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit bumpy, but the airplane's just keeping its kind of a lot of inherent stability in these designs, isn't there?
There is. And I like the new puck system with the rudder pedals, really light.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, do you want to head back in?
Might as well. We could spend the afternoon out here, but I know you still have a few things to do before the end of the day.
Probably customers want to call, ask questions, and before the holidays start.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico traffic. Experimental is going to enter a left downwind for runway 24 Mexico.
Oh, we got gas undercarriage mixture prop seat belts.
So we wish you and yours and your families a wonderful Thanksgiving. And again, on behalf of Zenith and all of our staff and suppliers and vendors and everyone else who makes this possible, we really thank all of you on this Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
And as a reminder, we'll have the factory closed on Thursday as well as a Friday, so our staff can be with their families, and we'll be back on Monday. I think that's the 28th, I believe. We'll be back at the factory, so look forward to being in touch with you for the remainder of the year and as well as in the new year. We pulled right back on the throttle now.
Yeah, just to get into the white arc and
nice.
And basically start the base to final.
Mexico traffic, experimental is 750 November Charlie, is base to final for 24 Mexico.
Keep a little bit of power in is nice. Don't have to, but it's my practice, my technique.
Yeah, you're nice and high here, and I know I say it every time, but the visibility from these airplanes is just spectacular. And I know I notice it especially when I'm riding as a passenger with you, because I'm not focusing on flying, but I can certainly see what's around me. So you're doing a pretty steep approach here, which is nice for these STOL airplanes to be able to do that.
Yeah, but it's not just crazy steep either.
No.
It looks like if you're coming from a Cessna or a Piper or whatever.
Exactly. No, you're right. It's not like we're dive bombing or anything like that. Absolutely
Plus,
not.
we got a quarter of a mile to go, and flaps all the way down.
So we'll see how you do lining yourself up to the center line. I know that you kind of challenge yourself with that now, don't you?
Everybody's watching. I guess I have to.
Yeah.
So we'll try to put the nose wheel on the right after the 2-4, the center line.
Okay. I think you're showing off.
I settled a little faster than I wanted to.
That's that extra weight you have on board, I think.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Roger. That was a fun trip, and again, all of you, we appreciate you, and we love going flying and sharing this experience with you.
Yeah, thank you,
And,
everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.